Shithole, 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 shithole,
Shithole, go fifi, shithole,
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 shithole, shithole, shithole,
shithole, shithole,
shithole, shithole, shithole, shithole, shithole,
shithole, shithole, shithole, shithole, shithole,
shithole,
shithole, shithole,
shithole,
shithole,
shitholes. I never in a million years thought I would be saying
good, though.
shithole on television.
Shithole, which nobody wants to hear that expletive ever said.
You probably come from a shithole.
It's a shithole place.
Considered a shithole.
Your ancestry is a shithole.
Shithole immigrant.
Your mouth is the foulest shithole in the world.
The shithole people living in shitholes.
My dad came from what I guess Trump would call a shithole.
My people came from what Donald Trump would call a shithole.
I'm the descendant of people from a shithole.
Shitholers built this country. I'm proud to be a shitholer, and I want a t-shirt.
You look at the equipment today and just go back 10 years ago and 20 years ago, it's from a different world, from a different planet. Incredible machines, and some of these machines are so intricate, so powerful.
Wow.
And really the word is they are incredible. Bing, bing. I love it. I love it. I'm sitting there tweeting, bing, bing, bing. You press a button, bing, bing. They all hand you checks, bing, 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 bing. It's like puppets. Bing, bing. A little mouth on him. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. You know, with the map, bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. They're cleaning up. Fix it up. Bing, bing, bing. 14-point plan. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Sir, we've just created another website. I got them all over the place. I got a website that's pouring out of my ears. You support somebody, you get a plaque, okay? I get a lot of plaque. Bing, 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 bing. Touchdown. Wow, what a tackle. Bing. Playing cards. Bing, bing, bing. Look at what happened in Syria. Boom, boom. Bing. Those tunnels. Bing, boom, right under the toilet. Bing, boom, right on. I'm like a ship. Just keep going. Bing, bing. Bing. Like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction. They don't want me to use hairspray. They want me to use the pump. Because the other one, which I really like better than going bing, bing, bing. We had our beautiful Marine standing there. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. They start shooting everybody. He was a traitor. So why wouldn't we make a deal? Let him keep him. I would have said, keep him. You can have him. I'd give him back. I'd actually give him back. I'd fly over, drop him right on top. You know, just bing. Everyone's attacked me, has gone bing. You're fired. Bing, get out. Bye, bing. Bing, that's the end of that. You know, it's the only thing he can say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and Mrs. Trump, accompanied by Baron Trump.
Thank you all for being here and welcome. Today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I will grant a presidential pardon to a turkey. I'm especially pleased that we're joined for this great occasion by Drumstick. Drumstick. And Wishbone. Now I think Drumstick. I, Drumstick, and Wishbone would be very thankful if we would just get around to the pardon. They say, enough talk, please pardon us. Many of you are always, and you know your loved ones, and you're far away, and you spend so much time away. Today, I'm going to be a much nicer president. Before we get to the pardon, I would like to take a moment to extend our very heartfelt special message. Thanks. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye. I've always supported the death penalty. I've always supported the death penalty. I don't even understand people that don't. We have to bring back the death penalty. They have to pay the ultimate price. Very much in favor of the death penalty. Death penalty. Bring it forth. The death penalty. The death penalty. It's called the death penalty, okay? They don't have a big drug problem in China, but they have a thing called the death penalty. In China, if you're selling drugs, it's death. It's the death penalty. Death penalty. We give death penalty to people that sell drugs. Unless you have really, really powerful penalties led by the death penalty for the really bad pushers and abusers. we are going to get nowhere. And I'm telling you, we are going to get somewhere. Death penalty, quick trial. Immediately, with trial, get the death penalty, but quickly. The trial should go fast.
Rapidly as possible. Not 15 years later, 20 years later. Get the death penalty.
They ought to give him a quick trial, and they ought to absolutely execute this maniac. Bing! And it goes quickly, right? It's called, you're dead. Treason. It's treason. You don't even hear that word. It's treason. It's treason. You shoot him. You get shot. And by the way, that's Biden. That's Obama. They spied on my campaign. It's never happened before. It's treason. Comey and all the sleazebags. They spied on my campaign. And we caught them. Let's now see what happened. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. I am the chosen one.
Mr. President, I know there are people that say, you know, you said you were the chosen one. And I said, you were.
I think God calls all of us to fill different roles at different times, and I think that he wanted Donald Trump to become president, and that's why he's there.
What is your view kind of spiritually on the sovereignty of God and what he's doing exactly by putting Donald Trump as president of the United States?
Well, you know, I think it goes to show that everything happens for a reason.
Could it be that President Trump right now has been sort of raised for such a time as this, just like Queen Esther, to help save the Jewish people from an Iranian menace?
As a Christian, I certainly believe that's possible.
I think that God sometimes places people for lessons and sometimes places people for change.
I'm confident that the Lord is at work here.
If you're a believing Christian, you understand God's plan for the people who rule and judge over us on this planet in our government.
So do you know that not everything that you hear is what really is? Some of you need your eyes open concerning what God's doing with this administration.
Trump's the best president for Israel in the history of the world, and the Jewish people love him like he is the king of Israel. They love him like he's the second coming of God. The second coming of God.
The second coming of God.
And you say, why did you pick Donald Trump to stay in charge of this country? Well, look at the men that God picked in the Bible throughout the ages. It was always men that had this flaw and that flaw, and yet God entered them and God spoke through them and God saved his people, saved his planet, saved his country.
Somebody said, sir. There's a president of a country calling me sir. That shows respect. Mr. President, sir. How are you, Mr. President? How are you, sir? Mr. President, sir. How are you? Sir, you're on the cover of Time magazine again. Congratulations, sir. Mr. President, sir, I think you're doing very well. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Sir, I don't know. What would you like to know, sir? Sir, what's happened with the African-American community? Sir, you can't ask that question. Sir, that was so controversial. Sir. Sir, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. I don't even know what I'm doing, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. You made me look so smart. Sir, it's really terrible what's happening with healthcare. Sir, you will stand here. You will then hear the drums. You will then hear the horns. You will this, you will that. How was your breakfast, sir? Did you enjoy it? Sir, we land on the moon to go to Mars, and that's what we're doing with the moon. Are you awake, sir? Sir, please wake up. My wife thinks I'm a total loser, sir. Sir, they can't do it. Sir, we'll be there tomorrow. Sir, 1 month. 1 week, sir. 2 weeks, sir. Sir, 2 years. I'm captain of my wrestling team, sir. I admire you greatly, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, we have a fund to save the shark. It's called Save the Shark. Sir, could you come to Michigan tonight? Sir, do you mind canceling Kansas? Sir, you're speaking in Iowa, but we'll have some people from Nebraska. I love the state of Iowa. Sir, it's Idaho. Great to be in the state of Ohio. No, sir, you're in Florida. Sir, do you know anything about Russia? Sir, we are an ally of South Korea. Sir, we want free trade. Sir, that's not free trade. Sir, it's a beautiful beach. Sir, we'd like to buy a nuclear submarine. We would love to have our gang members back. Sir, we can do it much faster. The thing goes back and forth. Sir, we'd like to hire about 5,000 or 6,000 more judges. Oh, sir, don't mention the lake boat. Sir, should I just turn the sucker off? Sir, this is my son. I'm so proud of him. Sir, he disappeared. I don't know what happened. Sir, we've decided not to move the United States, okay? Sir, I believe we're entitled to a $10 million fee for that. $1 billion, sir. $1.1 billion, sir. $12 billion, sir. Sir, we will immediately drop the price. Sir, we don't want money. Sir, we want to dig coal. Sir, it's the greatest. And if it breaks down, I can fix it with a blowtorch or this hammer. I can fix it. Sir, you don't do that. You don't buy dresses, do you? Sir, steam is better. Sir, we can't do that. It has to float naturally. Sir, honestly, the dogs are better. Sir, the ram is ready to go. Grab me, sir. Sir, we're looking for land. Sir, we're going to purchase land. Sir, your helicopter cannot land. Sir, your wife is up in the air. There's a fire on the plane. Sir, you go through the front door, you got a lot of bullets coming at you. Sir, we have to send for Albert Einstein. Sir, he did the Grand Canyon and a few other things. Sir, he's very busy. Sir, I have the man. Sir, he's better than I am. Sir, could you give us a name? Sir, my name is Raisin. Sir, I'm the greatest salesman. Sir, he has a cold. Don't shake his head. Sir, it's totally unsubstantiated, sir. Sir, I have an order. Sir, would you please sign this order? Sir, we have to take orders. Sir, whatever your order, I will do. Yes, sir, Mr. President. Sir. Yes, sir. What would you like? What would you like me to say here, sir? Call me Donald. Yes, Mr. President. I can't do it, sir. That's respect for the office, right? Maybe it's respect for me. What are you doing? Okay. So, that's the story. Would anybody like a pen? Would anybody like a pen? Would anybody? Why don't we hand these? We'll hand these out to you in the back. Okay, fine. Backstage, incredible people. The spirit, the love. People are crying. I mean, they're all crying. Big, strong guy, with tears coming down on his face, said, "Thank you, Mr. President, for saving our country." This happens all the time. This happens all the time. Thank you. Tears. Tears. He was pouring down tears as I'm getting up ready to speak. And he said, "Mr. President, thank you for saving America. You have saved America." And he was crying. This is a guy, he's almost got, most of them do have, but this one's too proud to cry. But he had tears coming down his eyes. And he said, "I want to thank you, Mr. President, for saving our country. And I want to thank you for all of the horrible things that you have to go through, because it's so unfair to you." Tough guy, but he was crying. And he said, "President Obama took our life away." He was crying. And he said, "Sir, you gave our life back to us. Sir, you've given us back our life." And he was crying. Men that were tough and strong, women that were tough and strong, they'd see me, their tears coming down their eyes, because I gave them back their property. I gave them back their farms. Some of the roughest, toughest people you've ever seen. And half of them had tears coming down their face. They've worked all their lives hard. And there'd be half of them would be crying. Almost all of them were crying. Yeah, they were tough. They never cried before in their life, maybe when they were babies, but I doubt it. They were all crying. Grown men that had never cried, even when they were a baby. They were standing behind me when I signed that bill at the White House, and they were crying. Home builders and farmers mostly, and ranchers. And many of them never cried in their life, including when they were born, and they were crying. Yeah, it's true, though. Tough people start crying. Can you believe it? I've seen them when they cry. And it's pretty amazing. They were crying, actually. And they were crying with happiness. Everybody was so happy. And many people I noticed from Korea were literally in tears, crying. Upstairs, I have received phone calls with people crying. Some people are crying in the streets, they're so happy. I gave them their Purple Hearts, and their parents were there crying. His father, who was crying, came up to me and said, "You're not going to believe this, but my son didn't have a great-looking nose, and now his nose is better." Steel workers came up to me, and they were crying. I mean, there were like 8 or 9 of them, and only one wasn't. And I said, "What's your problem?" I looked at the night guy, I said, "What's wrong with you? Why aren't you crying?" Don't say that, I'll start to cry, and that wouldn't be good for my image.
I have people come up to me, sir, we want to follow you. They don't let us on. And it was so different than it was even 6-7 months ago. I was picking up unbelievable amounts of people. And I'm hotter now than I was then, okay? Because, you also cool off, right? It used to take me a short number of days to pick up 100,000 people. I'm not complaining, we're like at 60 some odd million, but then we have 5 different sites. We have another site with 25 million, we have another site with 10 or 12, then we have Facebook, then we have Instagram. It would say 7,000, 7,008, 7,017, 7,024, 7,044. Billions and 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 billions.
Talk about repetition, hey? These are all different instances, as you see, about on the screen, man. Yeah, I ain't got to tell you who it is. Call on him like how about Shemiel Shai. The Spirit just got on me real quick. And I'm going to read these scriptures, man. All right, call on him like how about Shemiel Shai by Shemar Kakwadash. Double honor to the head elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. This is Lamentation, chapter 4. And Lord willing, I could get one on Biden soon. Get a humor relief picture. You know, Moronicus Maximus here. All right, this is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17, on down to 22. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. The Edomites, they hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. And through the Spirit, this is pretty much, I mean, it's a whole lot more left to this segment that I'm doing here, but I'm gonna cut it short because that was getting real annoying, you know. But You can catch it on Vice TV, man, or Vice News. But through the Spirit, I just want to do this. And like I said, Lord willing, kind of like, this is pretty much a short recap of all of the stuff that Moronicus Maximus here, all right, I ain't even going to say his actual name, but has been saying repetitiously, all right, over 2020. And we're now in 2021, and we're a few days away from the inauguration of Joe Biden. So, pursuing the Lamentations 4 and 17 and 18 that I just read, all right, this is the ending of Babylon the Great, the ending of America as we speak, man. All right. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. Translating into now America. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. And we know exactly what happened over the past year, so to speak, 2020. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Okay, and you can go to Jeremiah 49 and 12. All right, for extra, for another link to that precept. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 28. Punish them that oppress us, and with pride do us wrong. All right. So call Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I know that was a lot. It's a lot for the you know. But hey, this is a special that you can find on Vice News. I'll leave it up to y'all on the comment board to put the actual video that is featured here. And through the Spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, hopefully this is some comic relief for us, you know, for you, because I know it was for me. You know, and through the Spirit, I'm going to finish watching this segment, all right, on Vice News. All right, and hey, Shalom, Baba Gashah, you know, post more scriptures in the comment section. All right, and till next one, Lord willing. Call Lord and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Hopefully, I can find a comic relief picture like similar to this one for you know, Biden. All right, Shalom.